and when I watch your videos now and what you're doing now, it does. It just, the pure, the skill that you have from an athlete perspective is I watch you, and what people don't realize is really hard for your role, talking coherently.
Yeah.
Well, at a heart rate of 165, right?
Yeah.
And thinking of, and because everything is, I love that you don't edit. I love edit to the tune of you don't, if you flub up a line, you don't because it kills the transparency and the rawness of the video, and it gives the permission for your followers to mess up too. It just makes everything super real, right? That is so difficult to do. So, okay, 2020 hits. Every gym I work with is going, what do we do? Everyone's having to pivot to digital, which was so funny because that podcast you and me did in 2018, literally that's what we were telling people to do on the podcast is create a digital element of your business, right? Make videos.
Yeah.
And so we throw up the studio in here, and Deuce, my head coach, is having to make videos and work it while he's like, how in the hell does Sydney do this? Like, we're having to stop and do cuts so he can just stop and catch his breath. And me too, I'm doing it as well. Right. That is such a talent.
Thank you.
How long did that take to catch on? Because that's not something you naturally, because when you work out, you're not talking constantly because you don't want dead air for too long a period of time.
Right, yeah.
Like, you have to keep them going, even if you're giving filler coaching, cheerleading.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how that happened. I will say in the beginning, though, like you were saying a second ago, I did have the perception that all of this needed to be perfect. And I couldn't flub my words. I couldn't act like I was tired because of what I saw already out there. It was very pretty, very perfect. There was cuts. You could see they were like, and then all of a sudden they were like, okay, everyone. I'm like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
So I thought in the beginning I needed to do that as well, to be the perfect representation of what people should idolize to be or something. And then I started being more real, and I started tripping over my mat and messing up and just saying, like, is anyone else exhausted right now? And people really started to resonate with that. They're like, I really appreciate you showing that I'm not the only one that's tired. And that's why I came back, because I didn't feel so alone. I didn't feel like you were telling me to try and be as good as you. Like, I feel like so many trainers have this ego about them that says, catch up with me, and then you'll be working hard. Yeah. And I'm just more about, like, let's work hard together. I've always been on a team, and no one has, especially in track and field, everyone's technically their own athlete. It's not, we don't operate together, but we all work hard alongside each other. And so I did, in the beginning, approach it differently, I'll say, like with the 5-minute abs and 10-minute abs, I would try and like not look winded. And then the more I let myself be myself, people resonated with that. And I think that's how people connected with me. They didn't feel like they were connecting with a production, but a person instead.
I saw the clip. Your dog Lily ran onto set the other day during a recording, right?
Yeah, she did.
Just came on the
Moxie.
Yeah. Is she normally like on a leash tied up or something, or just normally just never comes on to mom's set?
Yeah, she never comes with us to the studio. But like I said, there's been people every single day at our house, and she's such a little anxious dog. So we brought her with us and like laid her bed down, and she just decided she didn't want to lay on the bed anymore. So
what kind of dog is it?
She is a Min Pin Chihuahua maybe mix. She's a pound rescue. I don't know. She's like a 12-pound little bundle of joy.
When did you get her?
Dustin rescued her 8 years ago.